Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I have to remember which goddamn Donkey Kong Country game we're playing. I wanted to go into talking about something I did today, because this is the same recording, by the way. I wanted to talk about that, but I didn't. Also, I think it was World 3 that had the... I think World 3... Fuck! Damn it, I threw my fucking barrel. World 3 is the water world, I'm pretty sure. And it has like a really irritating fucking boss to deal with. So anyway, today, I don't know what came over me. Oh, I know what it was. So, okay, real quick, some context. Last weekend, I went to a game store. That's slightly nearby, a little out of the way, but slightly nearby. And, they had a copy of Athena on NES. And I'm like, oh shit. You know, that's cool. I've never seen one in the wild, but that's cool. I don't know how much it is. I'm gonna go there like tomorrow, and I might end up buying it maybe, depending on if it's like cheap enough. If it's more than like 20 bucks, if it's more than 30, I might not buy it. If it's 30 or more, I might not buy it. But if it's like a decent amount, I might consider it. Just for the sake of like having more NES games, and because like it's cool, you know. I think it's, I don't know. It's like with Metroid, you know. It's got a cool cover, all that stuff. Which reminds me, I could have sworn I saw a different variant of the cover of Metroid for NES. I have Metroid on NES. I have the Game Boy version of it too. Because I'm fucking insane. That's why. Because I like Metroid, and I actually like Metroid 1. Yes, I even did a Let's Play of it. Metroid 2 is the one I don't really care much for. Even the remake one, too, yeah. Not a really big fan. So, anywho, I was like, oh, Athena, like, that'd be cool to have. I did look up on Amazon. It looked like it was like 25 on Amazon or whatever, which is pretty decent, but still. Well, I mean, not super expensive, thank God, but still. Regardless, so... I looked up the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection as well, and it's got a cool cover. You know, I always thought it was a cool cover. And I was just looking to see if, like, maybe that might have, you know, Athena on there. Even if it did, which it does. Even though it does, I still kind of want to get the NES version physically anyway, just for the fuck of it, because, I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool just to have. I personally think it'd be kind of cool to have. But yeah, this whole topic is kind of leading into basically I bought the SNK 40th collection, 40th Anniversary Collection on PlayStation because it was on sale for like 13 bucks. So I'd say it was definitely worth it. And I played, it actually had both. It had Psycho Soldier and Athena. So I thought that was cool. I actually played and then beat Psycho Soldier, but then for some reason the game did not give me the trophy for it. Weirdly enough. So I had to do that whole thing. I had to watch somebody play the game, which is pretty fucking cool, by the way. You watch somebody play the game, and then you could just load from wherever they left off at. Oh, that's a straight up kill. Okay, random fucking pit that doesn't look like it would lead. It looked like it led to a bonus stage. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Bonus stage. No, I have no plans of doing DK 64. It would be cool, but I have no real plans for doing that one. Anywho, back on topic. So, yeah, I bought the game, played, like I said, Psycho Soldier, which is essentially the game where Athena technically comes from, I'm pretty sure. It's an arcade, it's an old arcade game. I beat it today, and then I thought it was neat and cute, you know, but a little irritating, because I did beat the boss. Of course, I'd use, you know, constant continues, you know. The game basically let me, so it's like, why the hell not? I beat it, beat the final boss, all that shit. Saw the ending credits, and no trophy popped. So like I said, I had to watch someone else play the fucking game. Like, physically watch them in the game itself. Play the game, and then start from, you know, the end of the boss. That's what people recommended you do, and then you have to save. Like, right before he kills the boss, you save it. Or they kill the boss. Now, I'll say for one thing, though, like, goddamn, that... Whoever is playing fucking Psycho Soldier. I mean, props to you, man. Like, or what? I mean, just props to you in general. Like, whatever the fuck, you know, because goddamn, they got the Firebird ability and everything. It's like I'm over here, like I could barely get fucking sword. I could barely just even stay alive most of the time. Fun fact, I actually do like arcade games, but I don't play them, like, as much. But I have a huge soft spot for arcade-type games. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because, like, I didn't really grow up playing arcade stuff. I always kind of just thought they were too hard and I didn't care for them. And then I guess you could say I grew up and was like, you know what? Arcade games are pretty fucking cool. Arcade beat-em-ups are also pretty damn cool, too. You know, beat-em-ups, definitely, for sure. Like, old-school beat-em-ups. So my brother, you know, keeps mentioning he wants to play Streets of Rage 4 again. Not, like, as a video thing, which I don't think he would probably mind. It's just, he wants to play it again regardless of whether or not we do it recording or not. So, that'd be neat. Because we did play it one time and we beat it together. Which I wish there was, like, more better co-op stuff I can do with my brother, because there's just not enough. I mean, of course there's DK, you know. Good old classic DK country. And then also, to an extent, Mario Brothers, but I feel like for him, it's not because, like, he's bad at it or anything like that. It's just more so, I don't know. I don't feel like he would probably like it nearly as much as he likes DKC, which I'm glad that he actually does like DKC, because then it gives me somebody to play with more often. Like, I could always play with my friend, sure, but there's something different about playing with my brother, you know? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because, like, he comes over to stay the night. My friend never does. So it ends up feeling like a very comfy, cozy time. We just randomly decide to whip out whichever DKC we whip out and usually beat in, like, a sitting. Typically, it's just DKC 1, to be fair. Because in our opinion, that's, like, I think our favorite one. That's my favorite one. I'm pretty sure that's his, too. My friend's favorite should be DKC 3, but I have no idea that's changed. Because, you know, that tends to happen. In other news, all of my fucking stupid bullshit I bought on Amazon finally came through. I don't know if I want to talk about it, but I am a collector of sorts. Not fully. Like, I don't go absolute ape shit like Scott the Woz does, where I buy like 10 copies of Flink Smash or whatever, you know. But I do like my games from time to time, when even if they might be a little expensive sometimes, some days, some nights, something. Fuck, I remember how that song goes. But the battle cry, yeah. Samurai Champloo, for those that are curious. I'm gonna take yeah, I'm gonna do that, because I feel like Rambi's gonna kill it. But I got an RPG that I've been wanting to play for like a long time that Eric Landon fucked up trying to get a hold of. But luckily I found a copy for a relatively good price that wasn't like $150 or $250. I think it's up to like $200 now or whatever. It's fucking stupid. No, it's not Xenosaga 3. I wish it was. I unironically, well, I'm perfectly content with it. Alright, I got Eternal Poison. There you go. There you go. I was gonna do like a live stream of it today or whatever. I thought about it, but like, it's kind of too late now. It's like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to play this game for a while, and like I said, I did actually find it at a decent price. I was surprised I found it at a pretty decent price. I got extremely fucking lucky, to be honest with you. And yeah, when I say Eric Landon fucked it up, I mean like he fucking did. Him talking about that game basically made it to the point where that game just became more valuable, I guess, because some douchebags on the internet were like, you know what? This guy's talking about this game, so that must mean it has some value to it. So, I mean, I blame him for it, but sort of like as a joke, kind of. I mean, how is he supposed to know that him doing that would fuck things up? And it's also possible that that wasn't even the case. Maybe they're just not even remotely the same. You know, like maybe that has no cause and effect toward each other regardless. You know, that's possible. Maybe he didn't. But I feel like he was like one of the few people that I know of that did talk about it. That might have probably sparked some interest in the game, which somebody probably saw that and might have made, you know, all the copies more expensive. Who knows? But if there's one thing I hate more than anything in this world, it's scalpers. Well, I mean, I hate a lot of things in this world, but realistically, you know, more so than that. I'm just saying that I like to collect games too, but not to the extent that most people do. When I collect a game, it's usually because I have an interest in wanting to play that game, whether it be right now or not. Because like I have quite a bit of a backlog of games to finish. A lot of RPGs, because you know RPGs take a long time sometimes to go through, and it's like ugh. And you know, there's always more RPGs I would love to get my hands on, but yeah, that's the thing though too. If you're gonna go out of your way to start getting RPGs to buy them now, because I got really lucky there. Buy them now, because if you don't buy them now, there's the chance that some asswipe is gonna make it $500 fucking in the next day, and you just could have that chance to buy it for like $5. Of course, there's always a chance that you might find it at a random fucking flea market. You might find it at a random game store for like $5 or whatever, and then you look on Amazon and it's like, oh my god, it's like $1,000. Some fucking dumbass thinks it's a good idea to do that. That could always happen, you know. Anything can technically happen. But if you see an RPG series and you're like, I want to get into that series, if it's at a decent price or an affordable price for you, and you're like, you know what, I can afford that, then go right ahead. If it's fucking $300 and you're like, I want it anyway, go ahead. I'm just saying that that's how I kind of work. If I see something and it's like, okay, this is on sale, I usually try to buy games when they're cheap. Just keep looking around. You know, you might be able to find something cheap. Going back to Eric, I know he likes to check Facebook Marketplace. I've never done that before. I don't know. I don't really trust it nearly as much because I've, well, never done it. Oh, fuck. I think I fucked up. Well, I get cranky now. Very cool. Not really exactly what I wanted, but fudge it. I'll take it. This part's pretty... Yeah, this is why I want Diddy or Dixie. I guess just to show it off. Here you go. Here's what medals look like. There. They all fall down, and so do I. But, yeah. Like I said, I don't collect for the sake... Oh, yeah, I was going to say that the worst humans on planet Earth are scalpers. They are the worst people ever. They are fucking scum of the earth. I fucking hate scalpers, man. Because, like, I want all these cool games that I've never gotten to play before, and then some, you know, dickhole decides all of a sudden that game that you wanted to play as a kid but never got a chance to is now like $300, $500 just because he decides that that's what that should be. Or he sees somebody else doing it and he's got like 10 copies of that same fucking game. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, okay. $10,000 for each one now. I'm not worth the price. The thing is, I don't care what anybody says. I will never defend scalpers and their bullshit. Especially with the PS5 crap. I had to fucking spend like upwards to like close to $1,000. Not because I bought my PS5 from a scalper, mind you. I didn't do that. I bought my PS5 from a game store that I frequent. And they were not going to sell a PS5 unless you bought a few games with it. You had to buy a few things with it, like controller and a few games. It was fucking stupid, mind you. But, I mean, I was going to do that anyway, so it's like, alright, well, fine. Charge me for what I was going to basically just get regardless. But you're pretty much forced to do that. You gotta buy at least, I think, like 2 $60 price games or something like that, maybe. I think I bought Returnal and I want to say Ratchet, because I believe at the time Demon's Souls Remake, I think, came out for $40, didn't it? And then just went up in price, just out of nowhere. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the opposite. I don't know, man. It was such a long time ago. Yes, it was like a few years ago, I'm sure, but still, it just feels fucking long ago. Either way, I didn't get my PS5 in the first year, by the way. And also, by the way, you don't really need a PS5 if you guys don't really want it. I'm a console gamer, so, like, yeah, I get it. PC, I know, but I'm, well, like I said, I'm a, you know, console type guy. So, I got it mainly because of, like, Ratchet Rift Apart, Demon's Souls, and, like, Returnal and stuff, so I can play them that way. They're not really exclusive anymore anyway, regardless, but still, you know, I got it for the sake of being able to play those games on, you know, play actual PS5 games, which is funny because, well, we have none. I bought Sparking Zero when that came out, and I got Tekken 8, because, you know, I like Tekken. Trying to make sure my jumps are absolutely safe here, because I am terrified. I'm terrified to do anything with one heart left, and there we go. I was gonna say barely fucking holding on. All I gotta do is just, I need Dixie. Dixie, you guys will probably see her more often than not in my Let's Play for this. She is like my go-to bread and butter when it comes to this damn cursed game. That double jump is just so fucking good, though. Cranky is very hard to do. I'm sure he's got his use, but I don't know. I mean, well, he's got banana medals he can give you, at the very least. You can at least collect a whole bunch of those. Probably more so than you could back in returns. I was gonna say, I think you need somebody to jump on to get that. I assume if you had Dixie Kong, you could probably just double jump and you're fine. Also, here we go. We're going to climb up now. But yeah, I think I mentioned earlier in this episode that I had played Psycho Soldier for the first time. Yeah, I played that for the first time, and it was neat. Like I said, it was cute. I do plan on playing like Ikari Warriors and Athena, of course. Because you can probably tell just by the way I'm talking about it, but yeah, I do play King of Fighters. Not religiously, or not even really that much, to be fair. Or I guess you could say as much as I probably should play King of Fighters. I'm sure a lot of people will probably say, like, yeah, you should really play a lot of those. I've never really gotten too into King of Fighters. I tried to get into 13. I still think 13 looks really fucking good, though. I don't know if I would say it's the best. I used to. But I think I might have found a contender for the best King of Fighters game. In my opinion. And of course, that's the thing, though. It's my opinion, and I used to say 13 was always the best, and other people just say the same damn thing. So it's like, well, it's not really my opinion anymore. I would argue that I think 11 is probably the best one, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I would like to play Athena. That's the main thing. I know I've heard it's hard as fucking balls, but I do want to play it. And I would like to have a copy of Ghosts and Goblins, too. That'd be cool. I do actually have Maximo, of all things, on PS3, because, you know, PS3 store and what have you. It was like $10, I think. You know, PS2 Classic. That kind of thing. Which that reminds me, me and my brother saw Eternal Punishment, Persona 2, for like, I think, $300 fucking dollars. Like, in real life, physically. It's like, what the fuck? I got my copies digitally on the you know, PS3/Vita store. Because there was no way in fuck I'm buying anything. I tried not to buy any games for like over $100. The most I'll probably spend $100 on is like if it's something that's just like impossible to get your hands on or whatever. Or at the very least, oh yeah, by the way, if you hold the jump button, you'll actually go further down. That's what they do with these. They want you to kind of just, you know, go further down to collect those letters and stuff. They're showing you, you know, like, yeah, here you go, Dunderhead. You can do that. There's also a secret level, I think, in here too, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, I usually try to spend at least over $100 on a game. Even $100, depending on the game, like it's just not fucking worth it. It's just too much. Luckily, a lot of Fire Emblem games are like $30 or $40 on 3DS. But of course, with a game like, you know, Fire Emblem 7, for example, the one with Lyn, that one is a flat 100. And like I said, I usually try not to spend more than 100 on a game because I think that's just stupid. I think that's just absolute fucking bollocks that people charge, you know, so much fucking money for these games. And I don't really give a shit how good of a game it is. I don't want to spend that much fucking damn money. Which is why I've not bought, you know, Fire Emblem, you know, Path of Radiance before, because, like, I just can't find a copy that seems to be at least cheap enough. I mean, granted, I haven't really tried eBay yet, so maybe, but I also don't trust eBay. I feel like if I were to buy something on eBay, I feel like somebody would just fuck me over. They would say, like, oh yeah, here's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for, like, $50, and then you find out it's either not the game or it's just the case by itself or some stupid shit. You know, I just get worried about that kind of crap. I mean, in all technicality, nothing is inherently that trustworthy, but still, I'm pretty sure we missed, yeah. I know we missed one puzzle piece, so I'm pretty sure that's got to be the one I should be missing. Oh, I missed two, okay. Might have had a secret level. You can usually tell in the hub area. Well, there's Funky's shop, and yeah, it had a secret level, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe a couple of them. We're missing a lot of levels here. I don't feel like going back to fucking playing. We're just going to play the game. Who gives a shit? Because you have to play the whole level again just to go find it. Like, I'm not here for that, man. I got better things to do than fucking worry about secret levels and fucking DK Tropical Freeze. I'm good, bro. I'm good. The game wants me to play. I'm going to play. Might as well just do this. Have a chance. Look at those fucks flying through. Flying solo. I hate how they make you think it's banana metal, but sometimes never is. That one was, I believe. But sometimes it's an actual puzzle piece, and it's like, you dicks. Yeah, like I was saying, price-wise, you know, even sometimes like $50, it's just like, come on. But of course, it really depends on the game in question. Like, would I really want to spend? How much would I want to spend, like, say, on Luigi's Mansion? I have Luigi's Mansion. I'm just saying, like, if I had to rebuy Luigi's Mansion, how much would I theoretically spend? My honest answer to you, like, that game is absolutely fantastic, and I think its value is worth, you know, well, not really worth, okay, hear me out. I think that the game itself is so good that I would be like, yeah, it's like, it's totally worth, like, you know, $200, $300 or whatever. Just by pure quality alone for me, you know. I'm like, because I love that game so much. Would I buy it for that much? Fuck no. $30 is what I would argue a price that's worth it would be for a game like Luigi's Mansion 1. I think anything over like 30 is just kind of pushing it. 40? Fine, I guess, but because it is a GameCube game after all, and for some reason those are, well, I think it's because they're GameCube games, that's why they're more expensive. Which leads me to my next thing, too, I forgot to say, is we also saw a copy of Project Justice, of all things, too. Which we're getting on the Capcom collection, thank God for that. But, we saw the Dreamcast version of it, like physical Dreamcast version. And I mentioned before in past videos that I would like to get a Dreamcast. However, come to think of it, you know, I did a lot of pondering. I'm like, well, it would be cool to have a Dreamcast, sure, but what am I realistically going to get? I mean, yes, there's like, you know, Shenmue, JoJo's Heritage for the Future, Heritage of the Future, you know, that looks like a fun game, right? I don't want to emulate it. I just want to, I think it'd be cool to be able to play those games physically. Sonic Adventure, 1 and 2, Crazy Taxi, Sega Bass Fishing. Just why not? You know, there's like a million things I can think of that would be arguably quite enjoyable to have, but that's the thing. That's the price. Is well, a lot of those games to get, like Project Justice and what have you, are like $300 fucking dollars. So, for me, it's like I don't know if it's really worth all that trouble getting it. Honestly. By the way, there is a puzzle piece, I believe, to the far right here. And those caves in the background always remind me of the Winnie the Pooh movie. I believe it was a movie. Or, like, whatever that fucking cave was. That death cave thing, that skull cave. I just remember, I think I saw the movie and I saw it there because I didn't really watch Winnie the Pooh as a kid. We did actually have a Tigger game, of all things. The PS1, I believe. Well, I don't think we had... I think we rented it. Maybe. We did a lot of renting back in the day. That's where I discovered a lot of games. Like, my brothers and I used to rent, like, War of the Monsters and shit. Well, it was mostly, I think, my brother that rented it, but we usually just played it. And then he has a PS2 copy that he actually did buy way back when. And, I bought the PS4 version of it that you could buy. Which War of the Monsters would also be a neat Let's Play to do. But I'm not doing that one solo. That'd be a co-op with him at least. Because I feel like there's certain games out there that you have to do with certain people for it to really make sense. Like I've technically done Luigi's Mansion with all my, you know, all the people I want to do it with. However, of course, I was doing it with my other brother. And we haven't done it really since. Because I don't know. I feel like Us 2 doesn't really work fully. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Like, it was funny. There's a lot of good, funny shit in it. It's just that I'm so used to having, you know, my friend or my other my main brother being here. That's why I call him the main brother, because, like, he's the one that technically shows up. Think Mark from SGB, for example, like, kind of like that. And having him and, you know, Johnny together. Not that, you know, Matt or Mark's bad or whatever. It's just that even though they might work, it might be funny, you're just kind of used to the other crew, you know? You're used to the main 3 crew. Hell, it's just fucking weird hearing just Matt and Johnny by themselves, because, like, I was watching the Ginma Onimusha playthrough. I call it Oni because that's what we did back then. Just slip of the tongue shit, you know what it is. So, I was watching them play that, and I'm like, wow, it's so fucking weird not having Elliot here, of all things. Like, that's... I mean, I'm not a big fan of Elliot, even, like, back then, because he didn't, like, talk too much, and he said a lot of dumb... you know, dumb kid things, I guess you could say. But, you know, he grew on me pretty quick. Compared to, I think, Matt, funny enough. Which I think that one took me a little while to get used to. Which he then became, like, my favorite. Like, I needed to have Matt in an episode, or else I just think it'd be a weird episode. Because, like, there's obviously episodes with just Johnny and just Elliot, you know, the 2 brothers. Because, like, that's what the channel technically started out as. And I usually don't end up watching those ones just because of the sake of, like, I need the main 3 crew, you know? I need that particular set of talented people. And in all technicality, like, it is funny because I say that, but yet when you look at my channel, the only the only odd number out technically is like my other brother, and in all honesty, like the huge main, strange one to have on the channel would be my sister. Which I think she was on once. Well, she was in the Mario Kart thing, but then that got fucking taken down because YouTube didn't like what we said. I don't know what, but they don't like funny things, apparently. Which is why episode 10 of Persona 5 got taken down. Because they don't like humor. It's very YouTube of them to do that. But that'd be a hell of a stretch to have that happen. That just wouldn't work. Our chemistry in recording just, I don't think, would be good. As, like, my chemistry with, like, my brother and my friend, and then my brother and friend together in the same video. It's like, I can easily do a recording with one or the other just fine. And then we have, like, all three, like, it also works out pretty damn well, too, and sometimes even better than in some cases. But, it really all depends on, I guess, what we're doing. I feel like XCOM would be a pretty good one. We were starting that, but then we were doing it on, I think, on my account. So we had to go through all this trouble to remake these characters that we could just, in theory, just, bring my brother's PS4 over and just have his save file and all that. Which, has the original characters that we made long ago. That are arguably probably potentially more funnier, or we just kind of got used to. I don't know what the exact purpose of why we just stopped episode, or why we just didn't do another episode of XCOM yet. I don't remember the exact details, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with, Scrimblow being his own character. Or no, I think it was the version he had. Right, because we had to re-download, I think, the DLC or some shit like that, and we didn't, or something like that. I fucking don't remember. So how the hell, what the fuck is that little heart thing? Anyway, I want to say it was because of the DLC kind of fucked up, because there was like a thing where you can get those little memoir pictures. I don't want to keep checking left. There's nothing left, dumbass. Also, it's the owl fight. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, nar. It's always kind of funny how obsessed DK villains are with just his fucking banana horde. Like, I get from, like, K-Rool's perspective, it was probably just to piss off DK. To be fair, I'm not 100% sure on that, but... because I don't remember exactly why K-Rool stole bananas for... As for returns, it was to, essentially, from what it always seemed like, to power up, the tikis and stuff, right? Like, the villains got their powers from that. Also, this boss is enjoyable, not too hard. He's kind of like the bird boss from, like, 2. Kind of. Obviously not, fully. I'm going to do this real quick, just in case. Oh yeah, you have to... yeah, you have to do this. You have to jump to the barrel before he takes off. That's what I mean by, like, the boss from 2. And I want to say those things right there, those barrels on the sides, I believe those are just well, they're one chance. And I want to say that they're to protect you from fucking up on accident, I guess, I think. But yeah, this is a pretty fun boss. I've kind of always enjoyed... oh yeah, I have to do that. That's what it is. And they do reappear. Okay, nice. I was gonna say, because it'd be bullshit if they didn't. Because then I'd be stuck. Okay, it's nothing. Okay, we got an eggshell. Nice. Boop. The fight music's also pretty cool, too. Okay, here we go. Third phase. Here we go. Stand here, man. This is the actual true final stage of this fight. This is the part where it gets kind of hard, though. You have to sort of, like, predict and trick out, you know, where you might be going with that. And there you go. He goes to trick you with a fourth one. Trying to be cheeky and trying to hit you with that. Also, just real quick, talking about, like, Let's Play stuff. I don't really plan on doing any co-op stuff this weekend. So, for anybody that was probably, like, all excited for maybe more Mario Party after this is uploaded, which right now it's, like, 1:30 on January 31st. Yeah, you're probably better off just avoiding these shots here. Because, in all technicality, there's really no reason to bother with trying to throw anything at them that time. And this is the other, I guess you could say, cool concept of this game, is, like, everybody has ice powers to some extent, which I think is actually kind of cool now that I've gotten a lot older and I can appreciate it a lot more. Which I started to think, I think a lot of levels I didn't like were probably, the secret ones. I don't know, because, like, so far, the levels have been pretty good. I mean, it's DK Tropical Freeze. There's nothing that's been really annoying or bad. I'm probably still not, like, the biggest fan of the design of the levels, though. Like, I still prefer Returns type of aesthetic. And you'll definitely see it later where I just don't really care much for, like, the later aesthetics. I think it's just too much. Like, the Animal Party levels. You'll see what I mean. Okay, we got one less than the first boss, but still. But yeah, January 31st, 1:30. Yeah, so I like to just mark that so people know, like, oh, okay, that's what it means by this weekend or whatever. Yeah, I don't really have it in me. Like, the whole, like, feeling like I was forced to have to record Nocturne thing kind of knocked it out of me. Wait, is it fucking World 4? Here's the damn Animal Party I was talking about. Is it World 4 that has the fucking water level? Like, which goddamn world is it? But anyway, I'll go ahead and do one more level, and then I think I'll probably call an episode, because we've gotten through 2 bosses. I think that's good enough. This might end up being like a 5 or 6 episode thing. I could show these off, but who cares? Look, I know people care. I get it. I'm just being a dick. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't like the theme of this world particularly. I don't vibe with it very much. Not that the levels themselves are inherently bad. It's just like the way things look just kind of throw me off. And I'm a hater, you know? What can I say? I fucking hate everything, apparently. Even though it's not the case, it's just that this, you know, level's just not for me. And obviously, of course, as we all saw, if you roll through the grass, it will, of course, sometimes pop shit up. So make sure you're looking very clearly at a lot of these to make sure it's not something in particular that might, you know, fuck you out of something. Like, I didn't really get fucked there. However, I was gonna say, I could just use the one. It's just a 1-up. It's not a big deal. If I need 1-ups that bad, I'll use Diddy Kong, for God's sakes. I probably should have gotten that. Yeah, sometimes they do this, too, where they just raise up or make a platform. I was holding L and R, by the way, to do that. To grab onto platform. What the hell spawned that? Oh. I'll take a banana in a while. Why not? If this was Returns, you'd probably have, like, 300 of these fucking little things by now. Okay. There we go. was gonna say, I gotta make a good jump there, because if I miss that jump, I'm fucked. Oh, I thought that was a bonus. Bonus stage. Maybe I should go to sleep to somebody playing DK64 tonight, because I know my brother went to... I wanted to watch somebody play, I think, Ocarina. Or Majora's Mask. I think it was Majora's Mask. And then, well, you know, he went to bed with... He likes to go to bed with his PS4 and the TV on, which I don't mind too much. I mean, I get it. I used to get in trouble for that all the time back when I was a kid, but, you know, when he's over, like, I don't really care. It's fine. It's not gonna kill me. I get that he's not actually watching it, but I totally understand, because it's like, when you're in that feeling, like ASMR type feeling, you know, you kind of don't want that to be ruined even when you're asleep. So, you know, I let him, you know, I let him sleep with it on. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, he likes to tend to do that. I would say he should just do that with his Switch, but then again, the Switch overheats pretty damn quick. And trust me, guys, I know. I accidentally, I think, fell asleep with my Switch on my bed once. I'm like, oh, fuck. So, oops. I was listening to something. I'm sure it's probably some ASMR shit. Alright, for these ones, to get this grass, easy. Peasy, lemon squeezy. There you go. And I don't think there's anything up here. I don't think things spawn on top of stuff. Like, as in, like, you can't just jump on top. It's just an invisible thing, like Mario Odyssey type shit. I don't think that's the case. Which reminds me, I don't know if I will probably do it, but I did mention I want to do Mario Sunshine. I might possibly just do it co-op instead. However, a lot of the reason why I didn't want to do it was because I didn't want to be like a hypocrite and be like, oh, well, I don't like people copying what I'm doing, or, you know, doing a Let's Play because I'm doing one. So, or doing it directly because it's me doing it, you know. That was the main thing. And I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, you know, so it's like, I could still technically do Mario Sunshine. And the hypocritical part of that comes into play because Brain Scratch are doing it, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. I want to do Mario Sunshine now too. I know they don't know me, and I'm just a huge nobody in terms of the internet. However, it still kind of just bugs me if I go against my own preset rules, I guess. Because then I'll sound like a hypocrite. But then again, like I keep saying, I don't know them personally, so it's not really a big deal. It happens quite often to a lot of people, you know, whether it be on purpose or not. However, I should stop talking about it. It's been like 2 episodes now. Stop. I don't know why you keep talking about this shit. It's just an interesting topic, I guess. But speaking of, just real quick, just kind of end it off. Speaking of copycat YouTube behavior, I fucking hate the most. Well, BreadTubers suck dick, but besides them, because they suck all the time. Which I'm not really a fan of much Critical anymore, to be honest with you. I just feel like he's become kind of like a big giant BreadTuber. So, I don't like how people have started to take the same concept as Nakey Jakey. I'm not sure if he was the one that technically coined it first, but the whole, like, green screen in the background, him talking about reviewing, like, the games. Something about it, like, he had a specific style. And then I start seeing these douchebags crop up that try the same style as him. And even if they have, like, their own opinions and their own type of stuff with it, too, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, well, wait a minute, that's just basically Nakey Jakey's type setup. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're now in World 3 out of, like, I think 6. And, you know, next time we'll just end up doing this level, 3-2. And after that, I believe it's Water World, I think. But anyway, that's it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. So take care, everybody.